Anything stick out more specifically about DeMar's offensive performance?
Well, one thing, not his offense, I thought he played some of his best pick and roll defense. I mean, he had a couple of mistakes, blow-bys, but his pick and roll defense was better. His rear view challenge on the, because teams try to go at him, what you normally do is go at the score and slow him down, but I thought he did a good job of taking away some of their pick and roll stuff by getting into the ball, rear view challenge. He had a couple of blocks, and that's what he's got to have on the defensive end. But again, his offense speaks for itself.
You had a good quote after the game, and I'm paraphrasing, but you said DeMar's been an all-star, but he played like a superstar last night. Without speaking specifically about DeMar, for you, what's the biggest difference between an all-star player and a superstar caliber?
Well, he made plays. He made plays out of tough situations. A couple of times, when play broke down, he was a little bit disoriented. They blitzed him. He still was able to get into a sweet spot. He made a pass. You burn him with that, or he went down and made a tough shot. Superstars make those plays. We can drop all the best plays in the world, but superstars make lemonade out of lemons. And that's what he did last night. He, whether it was driving down the lane in transition or whatever it was, he made it happen with the defense draped all over him. And that's what every superstar I've ever worked with, I've seen him do in those situations. And it's not about X's, it's not about O's, it's not about the four other guys out there.
He didn't really have a big kind of noticeable jump from year to year in the same way that maybe a Giannis did, where everyone notices, look how improved this player is. Does he remind you of anyone in terms of his career trajectory, in terms of the sort of year-to-year growth that we've seen from DeMar?
Well, no, his year-to-year growth has been subtle things. Sometimes one year it was his passing. One year it was his handling out of the double teams. We've been emphasizing the defensive part. That's been slower, but it's still coming. It's better. Now it's his three-point shot's been every year. So every year it's been something gradual, Josh, where it's come back in a subtle way. Nothing ever glowing or glaring that he comes back that's totally different. His maturity as a man and handling tough situations, not getting caught up in the officiating, having the next play mentality has something that's been improving. So there's a whole lot of subtle things about DeMar DeRozan as a player that's gotten better.
What did you think of his defense on Brogdon there, Dwane?
That's what I'm saying. That was one possession that was good, but he had a lot of other possessions other than that one throughout the game that were, again, subtle things that he did, whether he was in help position, some things we were doing that he did a good job with.
Ibaka, his ability to protect the rim, how crucial? Serge's ability to protect the rim.
Did you say a blocker?
No.
Oh, I thought.
That was Jonesy.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
How critical?
Those are great hustle plays. Those are great hustle plays, not giving up on a play. And they're totally different than being in a half court where you can rotate over and base go and get there and block shot. Serge did it from a full court situation, which is even harder. DeLon Wright did it from a full court situation. Those plays are winning plays that you got to make to be a championship team. It's easy to give up all, he's going to make the shot. No, keep playing, keep pursuing, and good things happen.
The playoffs are still 3.5 months away, and obviously nothing that happens the next month is going to make or break you guys. But how much can you learn about yourselves from a stretch or with a stretch like this against some really good teams?
Well, a lot. A whole lot. What we do in certain situations. Again, the little things. Attention to detail. All those things against the good teams are things that get you beat. A couple of things last night that potentially could have hurt us. We got to do a better job of executing our spacing, our organization. When we do go our small pick and roll stuff, there's certain places we got to be on the floor that you can't have brain locks. You can't have mental mistakes in those situations. Those are the things against the good teams that's where we have to get better. And also on the defensive end, the switches. Are we talking on the switches? Are we having the right matchups in the situation? We call a timeout to change, what we want to do in certain situations. And when those are situations you've got to get better in, especially in critical situations.